welcoming Julia Grace to the show. Julia, kia ora. Having fun, Julia?
Oh, I am. I hope that bodes well for our conversation
I,
this morning. That you are having fun, and not having fun.
well, I'm having more fun than
More fun now,
yeah,
right? Okay.
exactly. Bringing the fun, Julia. Hey, the way in which I've set up this conversation.
Yeah.
Because as always, you sent some obscure text, and I thought, I'm not sure what she's talking about. But talking today about what is one of your favourite animals and why we should all be more like one of your favourite animals. I'm going to take a guess at what animal we're talking about. Julia, is that okay?
It is more than okay. I'm dying to know what you think.
Today, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, Julia Grace is talking about one of her favourite animals, which is, of course, a giraffe.
Well, okay. I'm gonna just have to explore that a little bit. Where did you get that?
Well,
Like,
you wear a bit of
what is it
animal
about? I'm
print.
tall. I'm
You
tall.
are
I do. Yeah.
tall.
Okay.
You wear a
Yeah.
bit of animal print, and
Okay.
and gosh, no, I've dug myself a hole, haven't I? Um, Giraffes are kind of. I'm not sure I should complete the sentence, but it's live on the radio, right? Giraffes are
Just.
geeky cool. Giraffes
Uh,
are they're cool, but they're kind of quirky, but they lean
mhm.
into that. And Julia,
Oh.
I mean this is such a compliment. You're geeky cool, you're quirky, you lean into that, and who doesn't love a giraffe? Honestly,
Oh.
so
Absolutely.
I
Take
think
all of that as a compliment.
I think I've survived.
You have. Well done. Well done. There's not going to be any, danger in the jungle. And of course, there could have been. There's any number of things you could have said that
I
could have been a lot worse.
we
Than
could
that,
have
right?
gone a
Let's be
lot worse than that. I think giraffe. Take that
honest.
as a win. So am I right though? Are we talking
No,
about
you're not.
giraffes?
Not even a little bit. I've got it with me, and for those of
Oh,
you who, I'll describe this to the listener because I have a penguin. Now, I don't have a real penguin with me here in my studio in Mount Roskill
they're
because
smelly.
it's probably
Believe me.
going to be contravening some kind of SPCA
Yeah.
laws. But I do have a little fluffy one that I got when I took my beautiful great nieces and nephews to Kelly Tarleton's
Oh,
a little while
nice.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what I wanted to do today was actually do a little bit of a full circle moment. The very first blog, video, piece of mental health work that I released out to the public,
Yeah.
I noticed it today, it was around, I think, 7, 8 years ago, was around the middle penguin.
Oh,
And this has been
yes.
one of my most, do you remember it?
I do. I remember. Gosh, I've just had a
Yeah.
7-year flashback. The middle penguin. Why didn't I
That's
think of
it.
that? And yeah, such a good story. But I won't interrupt.
Yeah.
Tell us why
Yeah.
it's great to be a penguin, and in particular, taking turns to be the middle penguin.
That's right. This has been one of my most requested little ideas or concepts, and it's been one of the ones that people rush up to me at live events and say, "Julia, I'm the middle penguin," or
Wow.
"I was the middle penguin this time last year," and things have changed. And so, what I love penguins because they're just very, very cute, right?
Hmm.
That's a great start to the story, but they're also very clever to protect themselves against the absolutely challenging situations that they live in. Penguins huddle in a spiral formation, taking turns to be the penguin in the middle.
Yeah.
And for us in our mental health and well-being, it can sometimes feel like we end up being a middle penguin in parts of our lives when we're maybe not really prepared for it. And it can be a humbling experience
Yep.
when you need help, when you need support from your community, especially if you're used to being an outside penguin,
Yep.
if you're used to being kind of the ones that sit on the outside and protect others. So I know, on any given day, there'll be people who are dealing with needing support,
Yep.
but not to admit it,
Hmm.
or need support and struggling with the fact that they don't necessarily feel that comfortable being the person who's asking for help and putting up their little flipper in the middle of the circle. So I've got three little pieces of advice,
Yep.
and I'm going to throw them to you now. So you ready for the first one?
Yep.
The first one is stop fighting.
Oh.
If you need help, if you need support, nobody wants to help a penguin that keeps snapping at them or trying to bite them, right? Nobody.
Yeah.
We don't want to be the supportive person to somebody who's just constantly trying to push us away. Now, this is challenging,
Yeah.
but part of the process is actually going, hey, look, it's my turn. Something's gone wrong with me physically, mentally, financially, emotionally, relationally, whatever.
Hmm.
And I'm going to have to be the middle penguin and let other people help me out.
Yeah.
The second one is actually to enjoy the break. I don't know about you, but I think we all enjoy a bit of a cup of tea and a lie down.
Yep.
Would you agree?
Yes. Seems like a great way to live, Julia, honestly.
Absolutely. And sometimes we get so caught up in the fact that we want to get better, we want to be well, and we want to be strong. And actually, like, take a break. If your body needs a break, if your brain needs a break, if your circumstances need a bit of time, actually make the most of those and take the opportunity to allow others to help and love on you in the way that you've done for them. And then the third thing is, don't panic. You are not going to be here forever. This is not your final destination. Even circumstances don't completely change, you will grow to accommodate some of those new circumstances, and they will start to become a little bit more normal and natural for you, or things may actually completely change. There will come a day when you're back on the outside of the Penguins, looking after everybody else, wishing you could pop back in the middle and have a cup of tea and a lie down. So actually, don't panic. It's not the end of the world, and it's not the end of the road for you. So middle Penguins, no matter where you are in that circle, you might be on the inside, the outside, or wherever you are. Take heart, kia kaha, hold on, and actually lean into the circumstances that you're in today. That's the analogy. What do you reckon?
Oh, I think that's absolutely fantastic. And yeah, penguins are cool. Just saying. I mean, literally, of course, geographically, and all of those sorts of things. But yeah, no, I can see. I'm not sure if I can say spirit animal. I think that's a bit spiritually dodgy, apparently. But I can see your penguinness. I acknowledge the penguinness within you. Julia, thank you so much for joining us on the program today.
You're very welcome.
Hey, thanks very much for joining us in the Rhema studio. Thanks very much for watching the interview. It's kind of nice to have an audience, actually. And if you did like what you watched, then do give us a like, do give us the thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more interviews like that one, or perhaps even better, subscribe and those interviews will come straight to you. Don't forget to turn on your notifications, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.